chers amis, bonjour. Et si nous faisions quelques tours de manège ensemble, jusqu'à midi et demi, comme tous les jours, entre Géopard et le Juste Prix, entre nos amis Risolier et Patrick Roy. Ça vous dit, ça vous fait plaisir? Merci en tout cas de nous. N'oubliez pas que tourner manège, c'est tous les jours entre midi et 2. Quand on sort, entre midi et midi 30.
Oh, bonjour, bonjour. Parlez-vous français? Non, je ne parle pas français. Je ne parle pas français. Bonjour, bonjour. Well, hey everybody, get a deck of cards out. We're starting here in a second. Well, today this is happening on a Wednesday night, and I don't see anybody tuning in, and is it gonna be a day like this? Because this day has been so shitty for me. And now I'm going to stream on a Wednesday night for the first time on a Wednesday night, and nobody's gonna tune in. I see this coming. All right, I'm getting ready here. So let's do this. OTHMARIUS Magic. Like and subscribe. Well, hey everybody, my name is OTHMARIUS and welcome back to another card magic jam session here on my channel, OTHMARIUS Magic. What's up? Are you okay? Are you alright here tonight? It's a Berlin night on a Wednesday night. It's 8 p.m. GMT UTC +2. It's a German summertime. Greetings from Crazy Challengers. Hey, Crazy Challengers, how you doing, guys? Are you a cooperative or are you a single individual watching right now? We got 8 folks tuning in on a Wednesday night. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. I'm telling you. I'm giving myself a treat tonight. I'm going to open up a brand new B deck. Although somewhere around there is pretty much a pretty new deck, but I just can't find it, and I need to do this. I need to give myself a little treat tonight, because quite honestly, I'm in a kind of moody mood. You know, I woke up Monday this week with a shitty attitude, and I just couldn't shake it off until tonight. I don't know why. It's just like this happens sometimes, you know, and so I'm going to give myself a treat. I'm going to open a deck of cards. I'm going to smell at it, and then I'm going to practice some cards. Hopefully, you know, getting at least here at the middle of this week, whatever week it is. Are you counting weeks? I'm not counting weeks, you know. In the middle of this, whatever week it is, you know, getting better with it. So we got here crazy challenges writing. No, too bad yourself. Single individual came over from when you came to Richard's stream. So why not just watch ya for a while? That's right, man. Why not just watch me for a while? Yeah. Yeah, that was fun with Richard, wasn't it? Like, it was completely spontaneous. Just, you know, I saw him going live, so I decided to do that. And then it was this beautiful interaction. Love this guy. Very great magician and very relaxed, super funny dude with a very positive attitude. And a good sense of humor, just my kind of humor. It's crazy, guys. Totally, this stream is going to be. I'm doing this all the time. This stream is going to be monetized by third party, probably, because tonight we are listening to some great music, which I need to do, and it's copyrighted music. It's what are we listening to? It's Tour de Manège, and it's, I don't know, kind of a label or something. I just found them. Let me show you. Here we are, Tour de Manège. They got a lot of things up and running on YouTube. Super awesome tracks, and we're going to listen to that music in the background today. And the label, they are notified here on YouTube. They which will probably automatically monetize this video later on. Fair enough, because I just want to listen to great music today. Giving these guys a shout out. Absolutely great. What is it? Trip hop, hip hop. I'm not in hop music at all, so I just enjoy it. But I don't know, quite frankly, how to name it properly. So these are these guys, and as you can see here, the camera is off. So let's get started here with opening up a deck of cards and seeing what's happening. Wednesday night. Usually we are doing this on a Tuesday night, Berlin time, but I couldn't do it this week, so I'm doing this on Wednesday, and it's just a test. Also, let's see. Maybe somebody else has the time to tune in. Maybe I can do this more often. Who knows? Because, you know, we all need more practice time. You cannot have enough practice time, I guess. Just have to turn the music a little bit down on my headphones because this is crazy loud. And then let's open up this new deck of cards here. Oh, it's a beautiful moment, you know. And I'm barbaric here. I again completely destroyed the cellophane. So this is terrible. But hey, whatever. So this box loses its cellophane completely. And then I take a pretty nice knife. This is a in-depth tutorial on how to open a deck of cards here to get started with. Oh, by the way, thumbnail rules, you know. We are going to talk about the Royal Road to Card Magic, the book called The Royal Road to Card Magic, which is the book of the books in card magic. Some call it even the holy book of card magic, the holy grail of card magic, the Bible of card magic, the book in every motel room where you're gonna stay, you know. And that's what we're going to talk about today a little bit. This is kind of an introduction to a series I've had planned for a very long time, kind of a walkthrough through the Royal Road of Card Magic. But of course, here in a live stream format, this is going to be very, you know, spontaneous, very jazzed, extremely improvised, you know. But that's just how I roll on this in this format, at least. And now here's a smell test, a brand new cards here, brand new cards. Oh, it smells like, can you smell it? Oh, and that's my level of retarded, you know? Can you smell it? Yeah, okay. Hey, Flying Wee is in the house. Flying Wee, what's up? Hi, OTHMARIUS. Hope you are feeling better than last week. Did that flu or cold break through? No, it did not. Thank you so much for asking. It's really amazing. It did not, but I felt the whole week like it was going to happen. And my girlfriend, she told me today, because she is now a little bit better. She was lying in the bed for about 12 days or something now. She was telling me today, you know, I was getting annoyed because every evening you was telling me, oh, I think I'm going to get sick right now. And then you would be up and ready, you know, every morning. And she was like completely out of order. So thanks for asking. No, it did not break through, but I started here with a little bit of bitching around because I just woke up Monday morning with a really shitty attitude and I just couldn't shake it off. So I'm kind of, you know, how would you say, edgy right now? Is it the right word? Like kind of a little bit aggressive, actually, you know. Talked about it with my brother today, which was also, it's already... It's hard, you know, to hear it, you know. Dude, man, calm down, chill. What's wrong with you? I don't know. Sometimes that happens. It's okay, because now I just opened a new deck of cards. Smells so good. Yes. And we got here the Kissing Kings in the middle. Let me show the Kissing Kings. There are the Kissing Kings right there. Or, let you see Kissing Kings. And the beautiful Joker in front. And I'm going to get started with this beautiful deck of cards here, yeah? Look at this. Oh, look at this. Nice fan here. So just go on. First, I don't even know what it's fan called. Almost perfect. And now, dang, look at this. Oh, beautiful giant fan here. Ooh, let's thumbnail material. Guys, what's up? You got a deck of cards out? You already started practicing? Everybody tuning in new to the show, by the way. My name is OTHMARIUS, and it's just what I do, you know, jazzing around with some playing cards here on the stream, and then getting straight into practicing cards, you know. practicing, really practicing cards, the real deal, you know. And also today we're going to take a look at this book here, at the Royal Road to Card Magic, giving you a little introduction to the Royal Road to Card Magic, some thoughts, some experience I had with this book. And this is just the opener of a great, amazing series here on the live streaming, going more deeper into the different chapters of this awesome book. Right? Righty right. So let's hit the card table here. With 8 folks tuning in tonight, or midday, whatever it is. By the way, I've got the world time here right now, so if you tell me where you're from, or where you're watching from right now, I can check it out here online and see exactly the time, your time, you know, because we all live in our own time, space-time continuum, you know, and sometimes it gets very lonely, and sometimes it's just too freaking crowded, you know. And on days like that, I'm never satisfied, you know. It's like there's nobody with me. I'm saying I'm so lonely, and just somebody approaches, say, "Get the fuck away from me! I just want to be alone." You know, it's just like super moody. I don't know what it is. I'm just so moody today. I've been moody yesterday too, and Monday too. I don't know, man. Oh, and a brand new deck feels so good. How is it for you guys when you open a brand new deck, handling it? Yeah, in London, it's 7 p.m. over here. Well, that's London is just a 1 hour time difference. Oh, it's 2 hours. It's 2 hours. But London is UTC 0, right? London time. All right. Oh, this music is so amazing. I love this. It's a nice, and of course, you know, you cannot expect royalty-free music to be just that chill, that nice, you know, like this one. So this is something else. And for me, this is totally okay, because at this point, you know, there is so much effort in the productions of my videos and what I'm doing, and the reach is by far not big enough to get crazy about it at all. So there is a little bit of ad revenue coming in, but it is completely realistic to what it is. So I'm pretty chill over, you know, just being you know, how you say, improvising through the day, you know. Oh, so I just doing a few of these ribbon spreads here gives me the chills. Like, it's, yeah, I'm getting to the point here. I'm going back to what is really important, actually, and that is practicing cards, you know. Here we go. All the trouble in the world, all the sorrows, all the things, all the confusing things, you know, that just vanish, because all that matters are these 52 little devils here, right? The Magic Corner says, hello, the Magic Corner, on a Wednesday night in Berlin. So, the most beautiful flourish of them all, the mother of all flourishes, some decent springs I'm performing here right now. By the way, guys, I'm not breaking the cards in, really. I just start using them. But of course, something like a spring gets a little more easy and a little more you know, yeah, more easy when the cards are getting softer while using them. But I don't see any reason why I should really go through as almost a mystical routine of break the cards in if there are a lot of things I can start practicing right away with a brand new deck of cards, you know, like some fanning techniques, you know, classic thumb fan, the backhand fan, just like that. Look at this, or the classic fan, this one here, yeah. It feels so differently with a brand new deck of cards. And then, of course, all kinds of palming techniques are so much easier with a deck of cards, you know, to make the two of hearts, which I don't like, to make it just disappear, which is really quite challenging with a non-border deck like a classic B, right? Crazy challenge. How many hours per day do you practice? Well, that depends on what's happening on the day and what my mood is like. But I try to practice as much as possible and also as focused and devoted as possible. But there are these very special practice sessions where I really, how you say, would go and say, I'm now getting behind this secret, or I'm now just trying to tackle this for the first time, or I try to bring this up to the next level, and then you are really, this is the time for just this one thing, and you are really working it out. And I'm doing this way not often enough, yeah, but I'm practicing at least, let's say, 2 to 4 hours every day. And I also have some days where I'm just doing nothing else but shuffling cards, but not every day, But there's hardly a day when I don't have a deck of cards or don't practice any kind of sleight of hand, At least the least thing you can do is walk with a coin and roll it over your knuckles, or practice some kind of some palming techniques, like tossing it up in the air. So like some palming techniques. Now I dropped it. This is what you can do standing, or walking. Different palming techniques. Of course, you can also practice palming cards when you're walking. So there's very different options. But I must say, these practice sessions in front of a mirror where you go, now I'm practicing this thing and I try to put it to the next level. I'm doing it not often enough. Okay. Flindy, I don't like a brand new deck other than the magic of opening it and the smell, but I like a deck that is played in but not worn out, if you know what I mean. Yeah, absolutely, I know what you mean. So, by the way, before we getting here into the Royal Road to Card Magic, which we're going to talk about today, next week, and this is going to be a Tuesday probably. My calendar. Let me check this out here before I'm really getting into practice. Next week is yes, we're going to do this on a Tuesday next week again, which is really great. And then I want to work with this here with Bob's Modern Card Magic, and then I want to just go try to do one of these practice sessions where you first encounter a trick. There is a trick, a whole routine in this book I just want to master, and this is going to take some time, and I already practiced a little bit, but I just want to go through this routine at this point next week on a Tuesday, just that you know. And today we're going to take a closer look here at the Royal Road to Card Magic. In a minute, however, I'm not feeling ready to do this now. And then also, yes, last live stream, we talked a little bit about the push through furrow, and I just looked into the whole table working thing again, and this push through shuffle kind of intrigued me, but I'm far away from performing this decently. But it was just nice, this is why I'm doing this also, and I'm really enjoying this, practicing with you guys together, and then you're getting into a conversation, and then new things pop up, and you be through due to questions and answers, and forth and back, and talking about things. There might be a new door opening, or there might be a new angle or perspective on the thing you do, and this is also maybe one of the bonus things that might come with these practice sessions, that we can take time, we use time practicing, but since it's a interaction, we might figure something out, or we might look at a certain thing. We are just looking from one perspective at it all the time, looking at one perspective, repeating the same mistake maybe all over the time, and then at the point where we open up, where you open up or I open up for a conversation, I'm trying to understand a different point of view, a different angle, sometimes something's happening. Yeah. How many hours do you guys practice a day? And I hope the time delay this time or today is not as crazy as last live stream, because it was a delay of, it felt like ever, like forever, you know. I'm asking a question and then you guys came dropping in with the answers. I don't know, so much delay, I've already forgot the question I asked, you know. And also let me know, what are you practicing now? What are you tackling now? And what cards are you using? Crazy challenges, yes. Might be too obsessed with it. 6 to 8 hours. No, man. If this is your thing, if this is what you love, and if you have a specific goal set, if you want to, you know, get these at times really difficult skills at your fingertips, well, you need that practice time. Trust me, man, all the pros, all the big magicians, they are practicing 6 to 8 hours. That's not enough, you know. Make it to 12. It's also always a question of resources, you know. I mean, how old are you? How many other things you're involved with, you know. You might want to have a social life, you might have a professional life, you gotta earn some money, or you have a family, or you're at school and you gotta learn for school or something, you know. This is it's about time management, actually, you know. It's, by the way, something I found, except for the geniuses, you know, the geniuses who just do their thing all the time on a creative level that's insane all the time, except for the geniuses, the people that are making decent progress, a real fair progress, and that are successful. They are really good at time management, you know. I'm not so good at time management, man. Actually, I really had to force myself doing this today. I was in this shitty mood. I was like, you know what? I don't want to address the people with this mood, you know. I you know what? I just don't do it. I just go away. I just do something else, you know. I lie on my bed. I just lie on my bed and I watch the ceiling. Maybe something's happening on my white ceiling, you know. If I stare at it long enough, you know. That was my mood, you know. And if you let yourself go with emotions like that, of course, you know, you're gonna waste a lot of time. But that's okay. It's not that that would be wrong, you know. It's just a matter of what you want, you know. Crazy channels. I'm rather young, so school gets in the way. But yeah, I do quite enjoy knuckle busting move. Yeah, there are much more time-consuming things than school, you know. Like feeding a family. So Flying Wheel is practicing 2 to 3 hours. Oh, this is a fair amount of time. No, guys, I'm telling you, I was having this conflict with producing YouTube videos and having not enough practice time and not enough performance time, because producing a decent tutorial takes some time, you know, of work, really. So I would say about at least 2 days, but 2 to 3 days with a pretty much routine workflow, you know. So I was thinking to myself, you know, man, I'm putting all this effort in there, and I'm not practicing enough, and I'm not, and I can't produce fast enough in order to please the algorithm. Trust me, guys, this is key in terms of a decent growth rate on YouTube. The quality isn't so much an issue. It's more a quantity. And you know, the coherence of the upload frequency and so on and so on. So under 3 videos a week, you hardly get your channel going. You when you keep on uploading stuff, of course, you build, which is very important to me, a relationship to your audience, to you guys. You know, we're getting to know each other, and of course your channel grows, but the growth rate kind of stays on the same frequency, on the same level. there's nothing much happening. So over the years, it's a very, very slow growth. And so I was thinking, there are these live streams and I need to practice. I want to build this relationship. I want to keep uploading also stuff and things and, showing the algorithm, hey, guy, I'm still here, So these practice sessions were kind of, the most reasonable thing to do. And it turned out I really enjoy this. And this really helps me with time management, believe it or not, because I'm saying, okay, on a Tuesday, I'm doing this and I'm going live and there's some sort of, mindset I get into it for doing it. And this really helps. It absolutely helps. And I got better, believe it or not, performing cards, because I'm so much more loose handling cards now in a performance situation than I was before, because I'm doing it so much more frequently now, So always trying to create a win-win situation, or making it a quality time. It's what I'm always saying here. And I hope you feel the same. I hope you're with me. By the way, my big thing when I was a youngster, a teenager, it was music. I played electric guitar in several bands, and I started when I was 14 or something, and that was my thing. So whenever I came back from school, I would throw my back in a corner and I would play some electric guitar, annoying everybody with a loud amplified electric guitar with a lot of distortion. And because it was the 90s, I didn't protect my ears or something. So up until today, I've got a really, really bad tinnitus, It destroyed myself totally. So, this is my completely exposed button deal from this angle, but I believe even from this angle you can get this much better, much more deceptive, but I do not have the muscle power yet, so I'm just doing this for a really long time now. I'm getting really better, and with a brand new deck, this is much easier. This is one of the things that gets easier. If you have a certain control over the cards already, and if you have a certain muscle memory built up already. So Crazy Channel says, yeah, I'm 16, school is important and stuff, but I really enjoy magic, but do want to study architecture and university. Wow, man, architecture is amazing. That's amazing. Really, really, really amazing. Do that. If that's your passion, do that. So many things are coming together in architecture. It is really, really crazy. However, it's going to be a lot of work. I'm telling you this. All the people I know who studied architecture, they just. I studied philosophy and history, and I was just like at university, like, what are my friends in architecture doing? They were building models and studying stuff they really needed to know, because at the end they would be responsible for building buildings. Not me, studying philosophy, and maybe I'll write a book one day about existence or something. Building a building. It's just vanity, comes an earthquake and everything's gone anyway, so what the fuck. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. Architecture. I agree. Do that. Well, my top advice to young magicians is that don't be a dick about it. Just enjoy yourself doing it and focus on entertaining your audience. Especially when you're young, you're very competitive. And there is this whole world of cardistry out there, and competitions and contests going on. All of that is cool, but magic is a performing art that comes with an interaction with your audience, and it's about, you know, getting a social interaction flowing and making this interesting for the people, and playing with the attention of the people, with the imagination of the people, and it's something really exciting. Great thing about magic is that time actually is on your side. So getting older with magic isn't such a bummer. So I know dancers, for example, they have this issue, you know, when you're getting in your 30s, you're getting really old. It's really getting hard getting jobs and so on. And as a magician, you have a lot of time. And if you're starting young and you played cool, well, you got a lot of you always come back to it, you know. So Flying V was in a Metallica cover band, and yes, the whole neighborhood knew about it. Metallica cover band, man. That's crazy. That's great. I guess nothing else mattered. Yeah, that sounds crazy, channel. It sounds really great. I mean, when it comes to, you know, I'm 43 years old, you know, and I'm with magic now, or studying magic now for like, I don't know, 12 to 15 years. But all the other things I did before kind of, you know, support or kind of give me direction for what I'm aiming at here. And magic is really something where developing a certain persona or character of yours, or the magician, to find who you are as the magician, that's kind of a challenge. And this is really beautiful. This is in magic the most beautiful challenge that in any other art form I tested out or I just got involved with. So I totally understand. Di Vernon, you know, he always had this line. He always said, or he said it occasionally, that he started magic with 6 years old, and he said it as a very old man. So as a 70-year-old man or a 60-year-old man, he said, I started with magic when I was 6 years old, so I wasted 6 years of my life. And sometimes it feels like that, but you know, it's not like that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the flowers, but that's all makeup, man. So that's the bottom deal here. What a beautiful technique. What a great thing. And it's just 2 more years or something. Deep do. So now we're in here for quite a while, for half an hour. So let me talk a little bit about the Royal Road to Card Magic. So I already started a little bit about you know, different art forms and stuff. It is always helpful, you know, because I'm an anarchist. You know, I really like to just go and say, let me do it. Let me give it a try. You know, let me just, you know, shoot and let's find out about it, you know, jump right into it. I love this, but of course, sometimes it's really helpful, or it is helpful, and it's always wise to kind of, you know, get on track for a certain amount of time at least. And of course, in every art form, there is kind of a path, and it's not just this one path. There are many paths, many different paths, and everyone walks his own path at the end of the bargain, I believe. But of course, there's a certain direction. There's a certain, you know, logic to everything, kind of how an art form is built up, which skills are on the base and which skills are the creme de la creme, different styles you can go to. Every art form has its own history, and so on and so on. So of course, it's really helpful to work with a reliable learning source. And in card magic, it's the book, The Royal Road to Card Magic, this book here. Of course, there are other sources, but it is just really, 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 really good. It was published in 1951 for the first time by Jean Hugard and Frederick Braué, both magicians that have an outstanding, how you say, not repertoire, reference, not reference. What is that? They are known. They are known. I'm not finding the word here. Maybe later. So they're famous. They're famous. Big names, big guys. And they publish a lot of books also as a duo, but also as single individuals. Influence the art form a lot, and laid the groundwork for learning magic in the mid-50s, last century, pretty much like no one did before, I would argue, and after that. So it's a really, really centered book. It's just something that really helps you organize and understand the art form. I just love it. The Royal Road to Card Magic. Zack Magic is in the house. Hey, Zack Magic. So here, Crazy Challenge writes, yeah, I think that the biggest thinkers in magic come from other creative fields. Well, I understand I'm still developing personally, and I know that my style won't be secure and will change. It will. Be sure about it. And the great thing is about when what you said, you're 16 years old, man, you got all the time in the world. Right now, I envy you, man, because now you can test it out. Just go for this style, go for this style. There's no wrongings, you know, and you will find very easily, if you listen to yourself, if you listen to the resonance of what you do in yourself, and you follow that, you will pretty fast understand what is working for you and not working for you, right? And always, and that's maybe the best tip I would give everybody in life at every stage. Just follow that inner compass, you know, because that's where you gotta be. That's where you gotta be. Where you're gonna be. Where's where you're gonna be happy, or where the challenge of your life waits, you know. Of course, sometimes you have to make compromises, and we see a lot of people that are successful with certain compromises, and especially when we're talking about an art form like magic, there are certain expectations of what a magician is and supposed to be, and then you have to kind of give it to the people if you want to be a performer on a regular basis for an audience that pays money for it. For example, you know, they're expecting something like this, some certain setting of the show, certain props or whatever. And of course, you can skip all that and be completely bold and say, you know, I can completely invent my completely own new thing. This would be the other extreme. And eventually you will become a legend in the field, and they will later say, this magician, Crazy Challengers, he or she turned the game upside down, and after this character, magic wasn't the same like it was before, for example. It could be. However, most people who are bold, who try it, they will suffer also a lot, because people reject, you know, something that's new. People don't like change, you know, and when they hire a magician or when they go to a concert, then they want to see what they're expecting, you know. I believe also famous musicians have this problem, you know, but you gotta play your songs, you know, even if they're like even if you're a 78-old fart, you gotta play, and you're super satisfied with everything because you can't be that hungry. But you gotta be, but your name is Mick Jagger, and you're expected to not stop moving for a second, you know. And please play the song, the one we all can't remember which it was, but it was famous, something with satisfaction. We don't care because we are all very old people, you know. And then you gotta play it. You gotta do it. That's what people expect. Now I'm completely off track here. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh man. Yeah, if nobody is hating you, you're not doing it right. Probably. And success always invites envy, you know. So even you know, yeah, it's a thing. But don't build on hate, you know, or on drama or something. Just do your thing. And also, magic is something very personal. And there's really this. What we are doing here when I'm holding up the Royal Road to Card Magic, we're practicing magic. All of this is focusing on close-up and parlor magic, which brings you into real-life performance situation, which is something very different from a televised or recorded magic stuff. No, it's not necessarily that the magician uses camera tricks or something, but it's just that as soon as the camera is involved, the camera itself becomes part of the narrative of the way the magic is shown or presented. And of course, already a certain aesthetics starts dominating, and people expecting it like this, and then people start copying it, and it becomes a norm. And then if you want to do something else, use the camera in a different way, before you know it, you are avant-garde or whatever, you know. It's fun to debate. Sorry for derailing your talk. No, you're not derail. What does derail mean? I gotta check this. Derail. No. It's not you. That's just me. No. You're not doing anything. Actually, you give me just an input. It's a nice thing, you know. That's. I'm cool with that. No worries here. No worries. We're cool. This is the camera I'm talking to right now. So, Royal Road to Card Magic. Let's get the table. Let's turn the camera on. Now, when we look at the contents of the Royal Road to Card Magic, it is separated in 3 parts, and I must honestly say I don't really know what the separation really stands for, but what I understood is that there is a kind of didactic concept built within the book, and in the preface of the book, the authors, Braué and Hugard, challenge the reader to follow the book chapter by chapter, and they are claiming that whoever wants to learn card magic with the book will get the best out of it, will gain the best success following the book chapter by chapter. Now, in its core structure, it's built so that there is always a specific card handling technique or a specific sleight and various applications that come with it, and then there is a set of tricks, and all of these tricks presented in the book, by the way, in every chapter are really nice tricks. You can't really go wrong with any of those, which is really, really beautiful. Anyways, any of these tricks is built in a manner so that the specific technique of the chapter is presented in its use. So this book doesn't only show you how a specific technique works, it shows you also what its core applications are and variations of its applications. Now I got this awesome rap music on my headphones. We're still here with Tour de Manège, by the way. Turning this down a little bit. Tour de Manège, very, very great music. So you got the techniques, you got the tricks, and you got from the core structure of the book already this powerful drive of learning magic. It's really, really beautiful. And then the difficulty level gets up, so that we have pretty much in the center of the book the pass, with a very nice introduction and explanation, and also historical explanation of the pass, you know, the most mystified move in card magic. And then we have a whole section of arrangements, how tricks are arranged, different arrangement, and then we have routines. And we are really getting from single techniques embedded into tricks, into building whole routines of magic, which is the core structure of the learning process in any kind of magic. It's like bits and pieces here and there. It's basic techniques. You learn your first tricks, and then you realize that these effects or tricks are just ways of using specific techniques. And then you realize that these techniques can be put into different use cases, and that you can, I don't know, shift or put layer on layer over each other, and then you build a narrative, you build a whole block of effects, and before you know it, you're into routining a whole show, a whole set. And this book, the whole way the book is built up, gets you there naturally without the novice actually knowing it. I'm not sure if the authors do explain this very much in detail, the didactic concept here of the book, but they at least challenge the spectator. That's what I remember. That you work here step by step. I'm not sure. Maybe we can read a little bit out of the book. Maybe later. Yeah, let's just jump right into this little chapter here from the preface. So this is page 6 in the preface, second paragraph, or not paragraph. What's that called in English? Let me know. Learning English also, by the way. It's all learn by doing. Oh, paragraph section. Yeah. Oh, my English is better than I think it is sometimes. Let's just read this little thing into it, because it's to give, if you don't know the book, to give you a feel for the seriousness and the quality. Clearly, to travel the royal road to card magic, you must begin with the fundamental principles and learn these well, as you would in learning any other art. Like this sentence just there is like, yes, yeah, right? That's just obviously, that's self-evident. Fortunately, the study of card conjuring is a delightful task, and one that is no less than fascinating. That's motivating, you know. First thing is you got to learn the basics first, which is always frustrating because everybody wants to get to the real thing, to the top of the hill ASAP. You know, everybody wants to run a marathon before they learn walking. So this is a bummer, actually. We got to learn the basics first, and then. But fortunately, the study of card conjuring is a delightful task, and that is no less than fascinating, which is really true. For this reason, we have found that the student is inclined to raise ahead to explore the distant pastures, which he is sure and rightly are lushly green. I have no idea what the sentence means. My English is completely forward. For this reason, we have found that the student is inclined to race ahead to explore the distant pastures, which he is sure and rightly are lushly green. We cannot blame you if you too wish to rush through this book. Okay, the second sentence explains it. So the student wants to, run ahead. We cannot blame you if you too wish to rush through this book, but we would rather have you emulate the tortoise than the hare. By making haste slowly, by really learning what is given you in one chapter before proceeding to the next, you will in the end be a far better card magician. I just accidentally found exactly what I remembered of this introduction. So here you have it in this, for me as a non-native English speaker, really awkward English and very beautiful English, like kind of makes me not feel like in the 20th century, makes me feel like in the 18th century. Okay, the royal road to card magic. And then we have it. We go with the overhand shuffle. We go with the riffle shuffle. We go with flourishes, the glide, the glimpse, the key card principle, the palm, the backslip, second chapter on the overhand shuffle, false shuffles and cuts, the double lift and turnover, the pass, and miscellaneous flourishes. And that's part 1 of the book. I mean, like, that's the full package. That's basically, if you walk through all of this, every other book will be so much easier to navigate with just the first chapter here, right? Or not the first chapter, the first part. These are, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 chapters in part 1 alone. That's insane. And we are going to take the time here, just like this, going through this book chapter by chapter. Of course, not reading every chapter or stuff, but just, you know, looking at one or another trick of every chapter, considering the techniques explained in the book, and then we can talk about it. We can discuss it. You know, is this something you use? Is it important that you ever hear about it? And so on, and so on, and so on. So I'm really looking forward to doing this with you guys. And currently, we got 10 folks viewing. Welcome everybody to the show. We're doing this tonight on a Wednesday night. It is almost 9 p.m. UTC +2 Berlin time, German summer time. I know some of you are watching from the United States, some of you watching from London. Who else is watching from where? Are you guys practicing right now? Because we try to make this quality time. And also we are listening to absolutely fantastic music in the background by Tour the Manège. It's a label, I believe. That's pretty awesome. Check it out. So, back to the card table. I haven't been reading your comments for a while now, so let me do this first before I'm going back to the card table. What do we have here? Okay, crazy channel, it's fun, David. Sorry for draining you. Yeah, I suddenly went to posh English. Also, I'm really sorry, but I have to leave. Seriously wished I could stay and listen, but we'll definitely catch up when the stream goes up on your channel. It was also great to get to know you, and hopefully I drop on Tuesday for Bobo's Card Magic. Are you still with us, crazy challengers? If not so, it was also a privilege meeting you. Whatever you're up to, have a great time. Take care, and yeah, maybe see you next Tuesday. And speaking so, Upstate Beer from New York State is dropping in. Or it's just having laid the cards aside for a second to leave the comment. New York State. Great. New York State, what we got there? Time, let's watch my time. New York, it says, is New York the same as New York State, or am I ignorant towards the different cultures that I'm confronted here with? New York, 14, it's 2 a.m. 50 and 51 minutes. Is that correct? Am I correct here? Back to the card table. Back to the card table. That's what I'm trying to do all the time. Yeah. So let's try some lasers. Oh, not in this angle. Not in this angle. Do it correct. Do it properly. Ah. With the new, this is Leonard Green's a laser deal. Yes, almost 3 p.m. Yeah, so yeah. I maybe I'm going to try this a little differently. Maybe I was thinking to do a morning session. So for me, it would be then 8 p.m. in the morning, and for you guys, it would be some night session. You know, something like this. Maybe I give this a try. Also, at one point, with Red Knight, but what I also want to do, I want to have here down here or somewhere, you know, showing how long I'm streaming and also the time I'm streaming, actually, because sometimes people are tuning in and then they have this really tired guy, or they're watching this, they're watching actually a morning show, although it's in the night for them and stuff, and this is kind of, you know, mentally sometimes extremely confusing, you know. Except you watch this nerd channels where basically it doesn't matter what time it is because the people are always in the same light, you know, in front of their computer. Upstate Beers practicing one-handed cuts. Really nice. One-handed cuts. I got a tutorial series on one-handed cuts up and running on my channel, if you know it. Featuring... It starts all my oh, by the way, all my tutorials on my channel are organized in tutorial series. So I have on different topics tutorial series. And there's this, I don't know, the coolest one-handed cuts in card magic. And I have a performance video, which is an older video, where I'm cutting, introducing my four favorite one-handed cards, cutting all with 2D aces, of course. Be careful, it's a secret coming your way. It's a secret coming your way. Of course, using a stripper deck. Well, that's what you do it, you know. So, and then we got here of course, the classical, the Chalier cut. Very nice cut. Then we got Tudor's Revolution cut, bang. And of course, we got the scissors cut, which is a really nice cut. And then, of course, which I like to call the one-handed triple shifter, this beauty here, which you can combine with Tudor's cut, and then you can use this also in a variation with the Chalier cut, this beauty here. Ooh. And then, of course, I've got a tutorial series on this version of the Hotshot. Oh man, it's so weird with the table. Usually my elbow would be more down, and then I would have a completely different sensation in my arm. So it's this motion here. Like this. No, I don't, because of my arm in this position, I don't get the pinky where it's supposed to be. Jesus Christ. I want to do this right now. There we go. And then there. Dude. You gotta stand up here to get into this position. Ooh! Yeah. It's a brand new deck, and the cards are falling out because you can shoot the cards then, of course, with this beautiful technique, like something like this. Yeah. Yeah, Chalier cut and scissors cut. Pretty cool cuts. It's worth practicing then. Gives you in your gives you control over a lot of muscles, which will help later on. It's really good doing this. Also, it's pretty cool to know these moves, you know. For layman, Chalier cut does the job. Yeah, if you feel free to visit my YouTube website, so my YouTube page, and there you will find tutorial series. Let me show you this. What I'm talking about. So this is my site, and then scroll down, and then you find here more card magic tutorial series, and right there we got this is now my German page. Who needs two hands? But it's this tutorial series here. Let me go into there. No! You see, this is an older tutorial series. So we got here the Chalier cut, we got the scissors cut, we got the revolution cut, and we got a one-hand triple false cut. And this is an older tutorial series of mine. So I still have another. I have another intro here, which is crazy. I just see this. How old is this? But still, doesn't matter. You know, my videos have a different tone back then, but still the quality is okay. And the teaching technique is pretty narrowed. So if you have any questions on the Chalier cut, on the scissors cut, and all the other two cuts, this should help you. Just saying. Okay, getting back here. Gonna turn this back. So. This is crazy with a brand new deck. So these and this is I'm practicing all these very important dealing techniques, which takes so much time, and it is an incredible pain in the ass. I just can't put it more frankly. It's just annoying me. But slowly I'm making progress here. Hopefully reaching soon enough a workable, usable control over the cards, which is the goal, right? Which is what we are in here. Upstate Bear says the Revolution card is next for me. Yeah, it's a nice one. It's a nice one. The one thing I never really got at my fingertips, that's the Les Paul spread. I love this spread so much, but I never really got this at my fingertips. It's insane. It's insane, and I don't know why. At one point in my life, I have to tackle this one, just to get it under control. So we got 8 folks currently watching. The last peak was 10 folks watching. And that's fair enough. But I'm telling you guys, the other day, live stream a couple of weeks ago, there were, for whatever reason, the algorithm would suggest this video twice as much as it would do usually. And this brought me so much more view time in an unbelievably short amount of time. So all my statistics that were going up, and I was like naive enough thinking like, finally the AI gets it. Finally the AI gets how important OTHMARIUS is for YouTube. Okay? No YouTube without OTHMARIUS, okay? Okay, we can do YouTube without Chris Ramsey. Well, we can do YouTube without Jay Sankey. We can do YouTube without all these late night shows. We can do YouTube without everybody, but without OTHMARIUS Magic, we cannot do YouTube. It's not possible. And I thought finally the AI realizes that by pushing me, by showing me to the world, by showing everybody what's going on here. Yeah, and then next stream, it gets same thing again. Just a regular crowd tuning in. It's no worries, no hard feelings there. I'm okay with that. Zach Magic is in the house. Hey man, Zach, how are you doing? We're getting to know each other, and it's wonderful. It's beautiful. But hey, come on! I don't know what I did to the AI. I don't know what I did. I really don't know. Can you tell me, did I something wrong? Did I say something wrong? Except that she's a psychotic bitch. Yeah. YouTube's AI is a psychotic bitch. It's crazy. Guys, honestly, let's do a little YouTube rant. Are you ready for a little YouTube rant? Who is in for a little YouTube rant? Because I told you I'm in a shitty mood, and after practicing for 1 hour cards, I'm still in a shitty mood. Oh, God. By me, it's 10. Zach Magic, it's 10. 10 a.m. or 10 p.m.? Where are you from, Zach? I just don't know. Again, I can't remember. Where are you from? From the States?
5, 4.
Because I got a world time here. I got my world time here. Let me show you this. Let me show you my world time. Okay, here's my world time. Like, this is how I get everything under control here now. As you can see, this is Berlin, and then we got New York here, and then we got Los Angeles here. That's so freaking crazy. And then we got Tokyo here. Then somebody watching from Tokyo? No, Tokyo. Yeah, that's it. That's my word time. So when you tell me where you're from, I can add your city here, and then I always know what time it is in your life. Isn't that crazy? Because I care. I need to understand how this works. It's okay. If I ever get confronted with a flat earther, I can tell them the thing about the times, you know. Okay, Zack Magic ist von Munich. Ah, ja klar, du bist von Deutschland. Okay, welche Zeit haben wir denn in Munich? Haha, kleiner Witz. Genau. So this is the back end. Stream quality is good. Let's get back to the table here. Boom. Here we are. Okay, no. Oh man, I lose control. I wanted to have a YouTube brand, a little YouTube brand. Guys, seriously, is YouTube gonna make it? 2019? Is YouTube gonna survive 2019 or not? Huh? Because the content ID system is so fucked up at this point. I'm happy that I'm not successful in terms of, you know, a huge growth rate and getting people in, because at this point in time, everybody can claim your video and you can do nothing about it, you know. And there's people, and this would hurt me so much. I mean, imagine, I've just saw a YouTuber ranting about this. Like, he was making, I don't know, 350 euros a day with ad revenue, and he kind of lost half of it, or even more, or 3/4, he says, within the shortest time, because manually some company claimed all his videos, and you go like, what the fuck? And you can't do anything about it. And there is like, this is from my perspective a big YouTuber, and YouTube is like this. That's the attitude. Go fuck yourself. We don't give a shit. And it's like, and then it's like, and there's a point where you, as a small YouTuber, says like, what am I to them? I'm lower than a cockroach. I have absolutely nothing to expect. So this is really bad for the platform, because there's more and more people realizing this. Like, this is not, it's insane to get into this with any kind of business model. That's crazy. That's just crazy. And then there is all these late night Jimmys and Hollywood stars now making the big wave here on the platform. I mean, really? What are you doing, guys? You got your television, you got your movies, you're already insanely rich. And now you're coming to compete with me, with little or tiny OTHMARIUS, okay? Or with little Chris Ramsey. I mean, how annoying it must be for, you know, this is the dream thing of a platform of YouTube, like that you can make a really reach as basically and nobody from your living room, you know, because you got a character, because you got the attitude, because you got everything going on, and that's broadcast yourself, right? And now it's like you guys got to make a decision between late night Jimmys and your favorite comics and these crazy self-made awesome YouTubers like Chris Ramsey and our niche in card magic. And then there is Hollywood superstars that got directors and teams behind them, right? Really? And then I got some companies that start claiming videos. What? It's like, this is not an atmosphere where you go in and say like, this is great. This is where I try to be creative and try to invent something new. This is something where I reach out for people to build a community, because this is a fucking toxic atmosphere. This is completely violent. This is so nasty. This is like an arena. This is Rome, man. This is gladiators. This is survival of the cruelest, man. This is crazy, you know. And this is and then there's the copyright directive from the European Union, you know, where basically the old elites, the establishment of print media and of the old media outlets and the mainstream media, they're going like, let's fucking shut down the internet. That's what they do in Europe right now. Let's shut it down, because we don't want to have people, you know, getting, you know, broadcasting themselves, you know, spreading weird ideas, you know. Asking questions. That's terrible. Yeah, I don't think, you know, it's going to be a miracle if we survive 2019 as a platform, you know. This is going to be, this is crazy. It's a slaughterhouse right now. Maybe you should mention how much you agree with some agenda that is being pushed on us. I don't agree with any agenda being pushed on anybody. I am an atheist, I am an anarchist, and I'm a free thinker and a humanist. I believe everybody everybody should figure it out for themselves, you know. And nobody should be ruled by anybody else. But you know, that's really an idealistic standpoint, you know. But at least I don't make a case for some stupid idea and want to bring it into reality, you know. I'm just trying to get along before I die. Yes, I'm in a shitty attitude tonight, and I'm just not hiding it. You sound like Aussie Man reviews. Oh man, that is crazy. How can I do this? Because I'm actually, I heard this once, that I say that this weird German accent I have, which is I don't know, that sometimes people associate an Aussie slang with it, but I don't have anything to do with this shit face. Although Aussie Man Reviews is one of my favorite channels, I just love this guy. It's so funny. It's one of the best YouTube at its best, and he deserves everything he gets here. Don't be sarcastic, man. We are on YouTube, you know. People don't get it. People don't get irony and sarcasm on the internet. Yeah, I know. Being sarcastic. It depends on, you know. It's not all because of shitty people and shitty corporations. It's not all of that. That's a huge part, you know. But it's also already difficult enough to have a decent conversation, a decent debate. It takes patience. It takes grace. It takes the will of understanding a different point of view. By the way, all things relevant to magic, you know. And the internet is a technology, at least at its state, it's not really featuring these things. They're called Tugenden in German. Let's say, what's it called? Virtues. These virtues. It's a technology that is not automatically featuring these virtues. So we have this rage culture, we have this sensationalism, and we have people in their bubbles, you know, going completely bananas, losing completely any reference point, and so on and so on. And this is it's also it's not only because people are lazy fucks and corporates are evil entities. It's also a technical problem. Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? You know this thing when you get triggered on Twitter or on Facebook, stuff, you see that you go like, and it's like, what the? Think about it. Give it a second. What has it to do with you? And also, how reliable is the source? And in most cases, it's, I don't know, it's a bot or whatever, you know. So let's get back here to the real thing. That was the YouTube internet rant on a Wednesday. Let's give this for a moment the right tone. Did you hear the motorcycle in the collage, in the sound collage there? So that was a moment of silence. And let's get back to cards, right? Let's get back to magic, because that's the only thing that really matters, you know. It's the last thing I'm gonna say, you know, when I see the nuclear explosion on the horizon. I'm gonna say it like, you wanna see a card trick? Deck of cards. And everybody, no. Let me die in peace. No, it's a really good card trick. Which do you prefer between the two, impromptu or setup card tricks? This is something you can't really answer like this, because I love to improvise, and I love to jazz around, and of course it's a great success when somebody hands you a deck of cards and you get going with it, and it's rolling, and everything is crisp and nice and just groovy. But there are some things you just can't do without a certain amount of preparation, and there are some effects or some some things you just can't do. So there is this whole parlor situation that you can create at the bar or at the table, you know, where you got it set up, and then you perform this certain routine, and you create this this amazing effects which can't be done impromptu, yeah, because you whatever it is you're working with. Yeah? It's two different styles and techniques, and great is it? It's great when you have the time to level up in both fields. You know, it will make you much more much better company. Yeah, in the next rate. You know, because you are a paladin that has leveled well, right? Yes, yes. Just be yourself, and you will attract similar minds. Yeah, no, but I really don't want to attract similar minds because this is going to be the critical mass very soon. And then where we end up with the revolution, or with like, are we just getting wasted? Cold Bantutan, lost stratagem. Which do you prefer? Cold Bantutan? Is it where you're from, or is it a magic trick I don't know about? Man, I didn't get a notification, but I'm here now. She does magic. Yeah, she does magic. How are you doing? You didn't answer my question. But Zack Magic, what's the question? Würdest du ein Video von mir anschauen? Yeah, we can watch a video of you. I'm gonna watch a video of yours, Zack Magic, the other day. And leave a comment. What about that? But not now. I'm not in the mood now. But I will do that. Trust me. Okay, back to the card table, everybody. Back to the card table. Yeah. So now I'm going back to the card table, and you see that what just happened now. There was this moment of contemplation, this moment where I just where I let it all go. Did you realize this moment? So I was addressing this camera here. I was addressing this camera, and then I changed the thing with the camera, and I took my hands and I checked all the stats, and everything's fine. And then there was this moment where I let everything go. And then I wanted to start dealing, and then I realized what I just did, and that is something really good. This is a good state of affairs. I need to be aware about. Get this more into my life. You know, like this moment of silence, not getting rushed by yourself. You know, I've been so rushed. I've been so angry the last 2 days. You can't believe it. So, just getting back to this question, you know, I'm just there's this. Let me give this a try. So I'm using. I need one card. Let's do it with these. I don't know if I get this now down here, and this is basically it's a package routine. I already performed this. Just the way I'm going to show this right now, just to get a feel for the handling and everything. So I just laid down a bunch of cards here on the table. Let's do it. Let me show you this. So I got how do I do this? How does it work? So I got a red 10 of diamonds at the bottom of the deck. Now I've not been going through this for a long time. So I got the 10 of diamonds, and I placed it from the bottom to the table. Now let me show you the other 3 cards that I selected out of the deck. I've got another 10 of diamonds, I've got another 10 of diamonds, and I've got another 10 of diamonds, right? So these are 3 10 of diamonds plus the 10 of diamond you put out of the deck. Check this out. Watch me carefully. I've got 1, I've got 2, I got 3, and I've got 4 10 of diamonds. 1, 2, 3, and 4 10 of diamonds. Am I right? So I pulled out these 10 of diamonds of this new deck, and the guys who followed me here from the very beginning of this stream saw that this deck was this brand new deck. So now here's the question now, OTHMARIUS, did you really make the effort for this live stream to put 4 10 of diamonds in the pack and then seal this new deck and sell it as a new deck of cards, or didn't you? Now here's the thing, of course I didn't, because that is not a 10 of diamonds, that is just an illusion. That of course is a 10 of hearts, okay? This is crazy, I know. You gotta let this sink in. So I've got this 10 of hearts here, which was a 10 of diamonds. Now the 10 of hearts, changing the 10 of diamonds to the 10 of hearts, that is quite easy. Now let me show you this 10 of diamonds here. It's a little different here to talk. So I just rub this here a little bit, and you will find this changed within a snap into the 10 of spades. See that? So we got these 2 suckers here. We got another 10 of diamonds, and we got another 10 of diamonds. But if I just wave around here, 1 second after another, you will find also this turning into the 10 of clubs. And after all, it's the 4 10s you would expect being in a normal deck of cards, right? Ooh! Can't wait until Saturday. My mate is going on BGT. I don't get it. She does made it. Can't wait until Saturday. BGT. My mate is going on Brits Got Talent. Is it Britain Got Talent? Is it the show? Are you talking about the show? Tell us more about it. And we talk about Shaders Medic. Anyway, this trick I just performed for you is a package. It's actually now an improvised version of the whole routine of a package trick. It is the Stranger's Gallery. Looks like this, comes like this. It's great. That's old school magic. Comes like this, and it's a booklet where it's explained. Comes with the cards you need, with the gimmicks, and what do you do with it? You change the color of, it's great. You change the whole deck. You change the end of the effect is you change the color of the whole deck. Can you believe that? It's insane. It's powerful. It's crazy. And the best thing about it is that's why I spend a lot of time also into this handling, and I'm just so close. It's just like there. It's just like this little tiny bit is missing. When you done this, when you through with the color changes, when you through with the color change of the deck is usable. The deck is clean. You can also have this deck then prepared for whatever comes next. 4 aces, whatever you want to do next thing. That is insane. That is so powerful. And here the question was, who asked me, which do you? Lost Stratagem asked, is it still there? No, you can see it here anyway. Lost Stratagem asked, which do you prefer between the two, Impromptu or setup card tricks? And again, here's the thing. This Impromptu, that you can't do this effect Impromptu, as you can see, and you do it as a color change of the 4 cards. And then I just made it up. It's like, oh, that just is spontaneous thing, jazzing around, trying to get get the moment into it, you know, to make it as if it was connected with the actual moment, you know. It's really just something very much in between, something a little bit philosophical, something philosophical, right? We are there. The moment, the present is absolutely amazing. That is just what it is. It's all we got. Think about it. The past is gone. What is it? Don't even start it. And most of the things we do in the we see or we think to remember in the past are completely made up in our minds. It's one of these things. When you perform magic well, you will have people later, and this is really amazing. They will remember the show much better than it actually was. They will might remember you having done things you never did. And the story is getting better the longer it takes. So make a good impression in the present, and the past will work for you. And it's completely made up. You know, here's the thing. That's the magic about it. When you create magic in the moment, in the present, which is all we got, it will influence the past. it will keep on working in the past. It will keep on not working. It will keep on unfolding in the past. It's crazy. Then the future. What is this? What is the future? I mean, we're expecting, of course, and we reasonably do this, like expecting to live another day, and we're expecting to have the same street when we walk out through the door of our house, right? Or we do expect a lot of things that are in the future, but there's when you really look closely at it, there's no guarantees at all that this is actually going to happen. There's no guarantees. So it is really exciting for people to have a prediction of the future. It's also important to them. It's something very important to them. So that's why prediction effects are so very powerful. But that's not actually where I wanted to lead here. Where I wanted to go here. Where I wanted to go is for the things that when you make the reality of the moment, which is unique, which is all we got, if you point that out and if you connect it with the effect elaborates. It will become more powerful. So this is material. This is like working like a superhero, like a god. Like this is creating reality, shaping reality with this ether around us, that nobody can see, but we magicians, we are just manipulating it all the time, So to say, of course, this is just metaphorically speaking, right? For what's happening, because all reality is just being shaped in the mind, in the mind of the people, So Shader's Magic, yes, Britain's Got Talent. My mate is Daniel Rhodes. He's going on it on Saturday. That's great. That's awesome. I'm going to, I don't know if I can watch it, if I have access to the format. But have fun and good luck to Daniel. Hello, OTHMARIUS Magic. How are you? Hello, Ivan is back in the house. How are you? I'm a little upset today, just for no particular reason. I'm just a little bit nervous today. So, let me check something out here. Okay, we're good, everybody. Everything's fine. So now I'm finally going back to the card table after we have been talking about the Royal Road to Card Magic a little bit, and I showed you a little card trick on the basis of this question I had. One more thing, checking it out. That's here, and that's here. There we go. Nice. So one more thing before I'm practicing cards here. We got now currently 12 people watching. Welcome everybody. We are listening all night long, and probably this video is going to be monetized by the label who runs the show, Tour de Manège. They have a very beautiful YouTube channel. I'll just sub them and also tingle the bell, which you should do to every channel you want to be notified about when they upload and do something. I hope you do this on my channel as well if you care. They got these awesome tunes up and running here. We're listening to this I don't know, kind of sound collage, hip-hop, trip-hop, dubstep, chill, lounge, whatever it is. And it's just amazing. And I love it so much. And we are listening right now to Gotham the Bad, and we are pretty much in the album. It's lovely. Got some good tracks. Just that you know what we're listening to, giving these guys a big shout out. Listening to their copyrighted music and hopefully not getting a strike, but having the video monetized by the copyright holder and making a little bit of money and also getting a shout out. Yeah. So Upstate Beer now got the bait asking if I am believing in real magic. Which is a tough question. Yes and no. Of course, I don't believe in magic in the sense of that there is that there are superstitious forces you can connect with and you can manipulate and so on and so forth. I, however, believe that there are things happening in this world that are yet beyond our understanding, like really are just out of the grasp of our understanding, really, because they're just how you say overrunning, they're just overblowing, they're just blowing our minds. Hard to tackle. What is quantum mechanics, for example? What is that supposed to mean? How do you deal with this thing? The quantum entanglement and things like superposition. So there are things we yet don't understand, for the moment at least. There are things we very well understand, which appeared as magic for other folks in other centuries easily. There's always been people taking advantage of people who did have less access to information, or people that would just really do a lot of nasty things in order to overthrow or overpower a certain knowledge which people gathered, just to keep them in check, in power. So there's a social dimension to it. Magic has to do something with knowledge and with the ways how we describe the world, how we express ourselves also as individuals, how we communicate with each other. Brian Prater says, thanks, OTHMARIUS, I've got to go back to work now. Have a great time back at work. See you around next time, yeah? The keywords you throw in here, energy or consciousness, these are, of course, both terms you can use more broadly or more concrete, depending on how you want to use them, actually. I don't believe in magic in the sense of supernatural forces being present in the world. For me, the natural forces are magical, much more magical enough, when you think about it, And for me, things like magic and things like religion also. By the way, when the term magic is also a term you can discuss under different topics, under different ideas, and of course we are here working with the term magic as a synonym for performing art of staging tricks and illusions. So we are acting out, manipulating or being in connection with supernatural forces, or representing this idea, this role play of having this unknown powers to others and creating illusions with trickery, basically, yeah? That's what it is. With sleight of hand or with techniques. And in that sense, magic, but magic, of course, represents kind of a social representation of certain appearances in the world, and also a whole field of cultural cultural grasp on the world, and this has always been there since the recording of history. When you analyze it like this, that there has been that people have been very rational and very scientifically about, achieving their goals, of hunting and building and stuff. Of course, they have their own traditions, and there's a logic in it, and of course, and they're, in so-called native or former called primitive cultures, these people are super scientific about when it comes to building their weapons, and they know what they're doing, and they just have a different narrative to give the insight, the information into to the next generation. And then as soon as it gets out of range, at the horizon, or with weather and with diseases and sicknesses, all of a sudden magic comes into play, and there is this animistic worldview present in human culture for the longest time, and even up until today, where people try to get a control over a situation, and actually using a tool which they don't have, so they use a doll, or that they do a ritual, to heal someone, and so on, or to take influence on the weather, to protect people, all these spell casting things which go back in human history. And the big religions we know today, they're just the they came out of this kind of viewing the world, taking another function, and that is organizing much bigger, much complex social structures. That's your monotheistic religions. Up until today, the narrative of these religions helps organizing mass cultures, big cultural clusters of a lot of people, trying to live together, without completely killing themselves or each other every 50 years, which occasionally happens. Upstate Beer says some people would say that the universe is mental. Yes, absolutely. I like it. Everything I say, guys, it's just my my crazy thoughts. Don't take anything for granted here. This is just brainstorming, just a session, just another crazy session of magic. I can't really express it so well because I've never really went into these topics with English, Found myself mumbling and stumbling a little bit. But I think I got through with the main point, For me, it's really. So everybody who's using this trickery and claims to be connected with supernatural forces or communicating to a higher being, or so it's got some special key for some special knowledge. For me, these are my natural enemies. They are attacking everything I believe in, and they are shameless and ruthless individuals that do exploit shamelessly the need of human beings, the need for comfort in a very, very difficult situation which we are in as human beings here at the beginning of the big great shit show. We are designed. That's really bad word, but we work best in groups between 80 and 120 animals, constantly moving towards a closed horizon with an ever-changing surrounding, always adapting, and with a closed cosmos, with a closed cosmology. That's our roots. That's how we as human beings existed for the longest time, for over 60% of our time of existing here on the planet. And the other 40% is kind of a chaotic shift and switch in things. And now we are here with more questions than we ever had regarding our existence, our nature, regarding the whole process we are taking part in on, regarding the whole universe, you know, which is not a contradiction, which is nothing you should which shouldn't surprise you if you think about it, you know. It's a really short period of time, and there you have all these individuals, over 7 billion people present day, everybody, you know, wondering what is the reason, and what is going to happen with me when I die, you know, because I'm precious, kind of, you know, I'm intelligent, and whether I was created by a divine being that should have some kind of purpose for me, or I'm just a product of some sort of a weird combination between causality and accident and chaos, which at the end still makes me a pretty unique entity, which shouldn't be just dying, you know. And if so, for some really good fucking reason. And this is right now, this is not the status quo, right? We don't have that status quo, and that's really confusing. And the people are really scared. I am scared and also confused. And yeah, and people are desperately looking for somebody to help them out. And here comes in my fraud. Here comes in the guy who says, "Oh, I've been talking to Jesus," and he got some headphones, some hidden speaker in his ear, and then he says, "Oh, the woman there, she's got cancer. Jesus talks to me," and he makes a fake healing, and he walks away with all this money, and then buys himself a jet plane. Fuck this guy, seriously. I cannot put this more clearly. You know, I'm a magician, and this guy is my enemy. Straightforward. And I don't go easy on these dudes if we ever cross paths, you know. This is like then this is Gandalf. Then I'm going on the Gandalf shit mode, you know. It's like let's let the eagles fly in. Bring in the helicopters. Just disgusting. And I like Darren Brown because he's also confronting this problem, and he's at the same time managing to keep his own character quite intrigued, you know. But this is something that is more. This is more coming from the United States of America, because there is this is much more seems to be much more religious than in Europe. This is a really different feel to it, you know. Christianity is much more vital and much more also aggressive, I would say, in coming from the States than what we got in Europe, you know. Things are here more settled, you know. Yeah, upstate beer, good versus evil, but not so in a mystical sense, you know. Like in there are some evil forces and some good forces and stuff, you know. There's just people that exploit other people. They are just ruthless assholes on the streets, you know. Grabbing them, trash them when you get the chance, you know. Don't let them get away with the shit, you know. And if you don't want to waste your time with doing something like this, with getting involved, you know, in conflict, just at least, you know, don't be part of the bargain, you know, don't use these techniques in an unrespectful, in a shady manner, you know. That's the easiest you can. Don't be you know, don't be evil. Don't be evil, yeah. Yeah, it's not that it's only puppets. There's a lot of power games and power plays going on, you know. Always try to keep the common interest, you know, the common interest in eyesight, you know. This is so great music. This is an insane. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with this video afterwards, because all these tracks here on this CD, is this one label, or are these different labels that are going to play my video afterwards? This is going to be so yeah, man, this is a lot of different labels here involved, man. Oh, this video needs to go down, probably. Yeah, this is a good cause. Upstate Bear says to protect myself. Yeah, yes, this is really important. But got another nice book here. Where's this? Erdnase, the expert at the card table. You know, he writes in the prefaces somewhere, and I don't find it now, probably, or maybe I'm lucky. Anyways, there's kind of a Erdnase writes here in a preface that the one who thinks he knows it all, you know, the thing who's arrogant, who gets arrogant about its own knowledge, is the most vulnerable at the card table, you know, because there's always going to be somebody who's better, you know. That's the angle he comes here. And when I read it, I thought this is so true, you know. So it's really good to know what's going on, or to know certain techniques of manipulation that's out there in the world, as a self-protection. But the best thing is always to realize where are you, where's your own position, what's your own interest, and are you kind of in the line of fire or not, and what would be the interest of somebody influencing you, you know. These are the questions to get at least some scheme, some order of all the things that are coming at you, you know. And there's a lot of things that are coming at us, you know. When we open our feeds on Facebook, on Twitter and stuff, it's too much data to process, you know. Cavalet, man, why do I keep missing these? I don't know. Did you hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button? Also, today it's a Wednesday night, and this is not expected here to happen. And I'm so out of my I'm just going crazy tonight here with all of what I'm saying, and it's all serious stuff. It's all not out there yet. It's all just in the making. It's all in the making. Okay, guys. We got how many folks we got watching? Did I lose everybody here with my serious talk here? No, still 8 watching. Is everybody practicing? Are we making this quality time? Some great music in the background. You know, at the end of the road, I'm just asking myself, can I turn this into something positive for me and for everybody involved in the thing, you know? And if not, you know, there's no really any point in wasting any more energy with it, you know. As long as I believe that I can turn this into something positive for myself as an experience as well as for others, then it's going for there's the exhaustion that might come along the way, practicing, working on it, you know, working through things, then it's worth it, I guess. And I think this is for me the line where I draw the, you know, this is where I draw the line, you know. That's right. Thanks, Ivan. Focus. That's right. That's my Ivan. So you wrote the other. There was a comment. You say you're celebrating something tomorrow, right? In Russia. Tomorrow in Russia is Victory Day. Victory Day. What is it you're celebrating? I'm trying to find out. Just educating myself, not focusing here. Ah, yeah. Congratulations. Can I say this? No, can't say. But have a great Victory Day, man. So it's becoming. I just read an article where it says that Victory Day is becoming. Victory Day is Russians celebrating the defeat of the Nazis, which was a great cause to fight and to win against, because the Nazis were fucked up completely, including my grandfather, completely fucked up, and Russia paid a lot of credit to this cause. I believe 20 million people died. Russian soldiers died, which is an incredible amount of people. Is that true? I don't know if the numbers are right, but I believe so. It's crazy, and yeah, I didn't know. It's a celebrate because this was a commie thing to celebrate this, right? And now it's becoming in a. Or wasn't it? Mais du point de vue scientifique, vous n'êtes pas à la hauteur du docteur Mal. So it was a commie thing, and now it seems to come back in Russia as a general cultural thing, which is interesting. Or? So back to cards. Ivan, how are you going to celebrate this? What is going to happen? Is there going to be fireworks? Are you just getting drunk with the comrades, or is it like more like a family evening, something more serious, or do you party this? How do you do this? I have seriously no idea. Yeah, an upset beer. Back to the same topic. Be productive and help others would be my message. Yeah, I would sign that, man. Yeah. But sometimes it's okay to be lazy too, you know. If you Cabalet, are those second deals? Cabalet is asking, are those second deals? Well, if they were, well, since you can tell, they aren't they? So when are we doing this? Probably for almost 2 hours again, and I'm so out of order. I'm so not focused. I'm telling you guys, I don't experience this as a practice session right now. I experience this as a therapy. Is that the right thing to say? Like, 'cause I gotta tell the world what's going on in my life. I buy the cards I work with, Shaders Magic, in boxes, you know. So it's always 12 packages, and now there's how do you say this? Not boxes. And I must admit, I'm always aiming for the best price on Amazon. And there are some magic sellers to do this. I don't know if this is ethically the right thing to do. I usually buy a lot of magic. When I buy magic products, I try to go to a magic shop. So some shop who got some online thing. I'm doing some research. Best price doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just funny going to order at some magic shop, you know. I don't really know. We don't really have a. I didn't find really a magic shop in my era. Maybe I know. Maybe I'm not so much into the scene. Also, I try not to buy too much magic anymore. I got plenty more than I need, actually. Trying to save a little money, maybe for a nice vacation trip or something. Don't watch the Wizard product review. Don't watch product reviews. I asked Ivan, you are celebrating tomorrow, right? Victory Day. How do you do this? How do you celebrate? Yeah, I like the music very much. It's really, really beautiful music right now for this practicing here. Ah! Ah! Come on! The chair I'm sitting on is just too small for this table. I need a higher chair. How are you doing? How's everybody doing? Hey guys, what's up? What is up? Are you good? We are doing this now again for 2 hours, pretty much exact for 2 hours. I gotta fix myself a drink. I got to drink this fruity juicy, and I'll be right back with you guys, okay? Maybe also I'm a little grumpy because I have not been smoking cigarettes for like 4 weeks now. Can it be? So. 2 hours, that's nothing. Who wants more practice? Ah, this is slowly getting somewhere, very slowly. Can you tell these are bottoms? Slowly, 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 slowly. It's much more difficult with a bigger deck because I don't know why. There's more pressure on the cards. Now, I'm not using the thumb here right now. I'm just focusing on the bottom of the deck, of course. And Cabalet is excellent. Very good. Everybody's excellent. Everybody's practicing cards. Stream's going down here. This is not a crazy card live stream on my channel, guys. Currently 5 folks viewing. Yeah, this is a button deal. I'm dealing here from the bottom, and this is pushing the cards forward, and it is a very delicate matter. And this is just bodybuilding what I'm doing here, basically, you know, because you need to get this micro motion so under control that this motion is so tiny and so small that it's absolutely not relevant anymore. And then you blend it into the motion of pushing the cards forward and moving your left hand, which I'm not doing right now. I'm just training the fingers, you know. And at the end of the bargain, you cannot tell the difference of the card coming from the top or coming from the bottom. Yeah. And that's a secret. It's a long journey. It's a lot of practice. And I decided to do it. There are different techniques of doing this. I decided to do it like that, because it comes with many other applications, which I can't show right now because you need to really have the technique under control in order to do so. And it's a long learning curve. So you have to make the 2 steps ahead. What do you say? Yeah, 2 steps ahead, 1 step back, 3 steps ahead, 2 steps back, or whatever I'm saying. It's a long way. You have to practice a certain motion, then you have to redo it, and you know, it's a lot of micro muscle memory. Very delicate. It has to do a lot also with the weight of the cards to get this right balance here. And as you can see right now, what you see, the way I'm doing this right now, and I'm doing this for a long time, that the fingers get weary, the muscles get weary, and the whole motion you get this, it goes everywhere. It's just a part of the practice here right now, pushing these fingers to finally obey, to give in, to make this like this, to make this motion, and only at the end the goal is to really have just a pinky doing it, right? But this is really a long journey. I'm glad that I got it with the 2, and you see the 2 are jumping like crazy. This is of course because I don't care here anymore. Got 7 people viewing, and this is practice. It's a practice session, and this is what you got to go through with some techniques. This is not easy. Whoever mastered it deserves a huge, deserves a tequila. Yeah. Don't worry. This is just work in progress. We finally made it again to battery overheating. Gotta turn the camera down, guys. Gotta turn the camera off for a little while. And I wonder, are we keep doing it? Some of them are good, yeah. So, I'm still practicing here, but the cameras are overheating. And I gotta go back. I gotta go back to my beautiful face. And maybe we can do something else here with the camera. Trying this good old, this baby here. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god! And then I just, you gotta drop it. Yeah, you can see the doubles right now, doesn't matter. So I would pull the double, just like that, showing double, right there. Gotta translate, bang, going there. Changing the card completely. That's that insane. Do it one more time with just taking one card here. You got this one card, and it feels right, but of course, it is an illusion. Yeah. 1 out of 3. Once again, 8 of diamonds, 8 of spades, 4 of spades, 4 of spades. Wave once, 4 of spades into the joker, right? Nice. Camera overheating. Doing something else. 1, 2, 3. Your eyes can see it. How should your eyes see it, right? I do it once again. I love it so much. Two of spades. 1, 2, 3. 2 of spades changes into 7 of diamonds. Let's do it one more time. Practicing some doubles here. Also 2 of into the 10 of hearts. Nice. One, 2, the ace into the queen of hearts. Bang! That was a very shitty angle. Sometimes the angle is just so shitty. So 1, 2, 3, and all the cards are just like that. Isn't it beautiful? The snap change made extremely popular thanks to the movie Now You See Me, I believe, or what's this called? This movie with the gangster magicians. Yeah, Cabalet, that's the time delay I'm dealing here with too. I ask you guys questions and 30 late when and you write your answer, and then 30 days later you get to see it, and then your brains need to process it. Takes also long, and then you write it, takes long, and then I get your answers, and I'm already somewhere in a different universe. This is crazy. It's like a real relationship. So, no way, this card was exactly the card I was thinking of. So maybe I can do this from here, like I just do it like here, like there, bang, and then the card comes out of the deck, and it's a new deck, and that's why it's like this, and then I make bang, and I didn't catch the card. So the camera, let's turn the camera back on because I'm not interested in what I'm doing here right now. Let's see if the camera is cool down now. Is it a cool camera? Look at this. This next up there. Hey guys, how are you doing? Hey, are you okay? Are you okay? Does your brain work? Does your brain work? Doodle-doo. No signal. That's the worst. No signal is the worst. But why? Are you kidding me? Go on. Wow, that's new. Now it's dark. Yeah, thank you, finally. Somebody's cooperating here. Nice. So Cavalier, just that you know, there are different techniques to everything. There are techniques where you do not push the cards out at all. They're generally with 3 fingers. I would say 2 should do the job as well. It's much more better. I don't know. It's up to you. Up to your teacher. But I'm not really satisfied with what I'm doing for now. There's a timing issue, and you can see everything, and I don't like it. So I just need to get this under control. Let's see. Look at all the, when you do it very slowly. We talked about this, I believe, in the last live stream, that the mastery of an art form also means to slow things down. And now I'm doing this super slowly. Look at this. Look at the. There are angles to it I never thought about. Look at this. It's crazy. Even just the lifting of the index finger with this slow tempo is just so annoying. Bang. So you gotta do it like this. Bang.
Honey?
Without honey, what's up?
You'll never believe what happened to me today. So, gentlemen, that's how it is. Until Grissom resurfaces. I'm the acting president, and I say, starting with this anniversary festival, we run the city into the ground. Now, what's with that stupid grin? Life's been good to me.
Just looking at the camera, it's very... This is so crazy. And then there's sometimes this moment when you try to really get it all on in your brain. You know, what is all the micro movements going on? How does it have to look like? Where it is? And then there's this moment where sometimes you just come to this brain meltdown. Where it goes like, how will I ever learn this? This is impossible. It's just what the hell? And there's just really, this is just really. You gotta really be persistent and just stay with it, and course, give yourself the time you need, and sometimes you just need to take a break. But it's just how it works, you know. And really, the timing and the power of the muscles here. This is then again a thing. These are two separate practice phases, if you wish so, you know. And right now, my hand is so exhausted that I can't. I really, to do it really slow seems to be much more difficult than doing it fast here right now. And this is just this moment where how much time do I have to go underneath his fingers? And look at this different angle. Here I am. Why do I see it? Because my fingers are open. So I come in here. At what point do my fingers come in? Here I can start moving them beneath and then pushing them out with all these fingers closed. Bang. And there you go. This is the transition. So I'm coming, my fingers come, bang. And then the index is not allowed to move. So I come, I push forward, my fingers go back, bang. Little movement of the index finger, still the most annoying problem, bang. And this would be the whole motion then that you have to bring it all together. And it got to be completely perfectly. And you can only bring this up to speed, of course, when the muscle power is there. And then this is where these practice sessions come in, where I don't care about the timing or anything, and there's just this jumping fingers. You see all these jumping fingers. They will disappear later, okay? Because the movement of the fingers is going to get slower and slower and slower, and the control I can put onto the bottom card with my fingers is going to be more precise as I learn to balance out the weight of all them cards and pushing the bottom card out. And then I also integrate into this learning process the actual transfer of the card, so that it really looks good and that I really control it. And right now, I want to, see, here's the situation right now. With the speed and the muscle control I got with these two fingers right now, I would initiate the motion of bringing them down much earlier in order to be ready to push the card out at the point where we come together, where my hands come together. Where we all come together, because at this point these two things are not part of me. They're just like rebellious beasts. I have to get them under control. So at the point where I bring the fingers down to transfer the card, the time window is much smaller. So I got to be much faster than in this whole motion I practice. So I got to speed up this thing I did now for all the time. In order to have the speed I need to get this in a casual motion without this flashing thing, without this happening. So I'm pushing forward, and then there would be the transfer. And at the same time, as soon as the hands come separate again, these fingers must be naturally sticking out. They can't be this motion, right? And this of course is then this absolute fine-tuning. I would say to a certain degree I could already perform this, because I'm right now dealing every card from the bottom, and in a performance you wouldn't do that. And also in a live performance the eyes are more forgiving, and also I would of course engage or interact with my audience when I do this. So there's so much less heat on the cards, and the whole motion of dealing the cards wouldn't be so dramatic, wouldn't be so much focus on. But of course, that's not my goal, you know, just to be able to get away with it. Sometimes, you know, my goal is to have it look really nice and shiny. Yes, that's right. Upstate Bear, you're right. Some motion seems important to make it look right. And I'm just going through this here right now. Again, I'm saying this because this is, by the way, the technique taught in the expert card table. So this is also a classic version of the whole thing. There are other versions, and every magician works out his own style. I believe here in Erdnis it's done with the 3 fingers, and maybe at one point I will do a tutorial, a real tutorial, when I really have because there are at least 2 elements I just don't really figure out myself, and what I just did was not that was just, you know, speaking out what my train of thoughts was, experiencing this motions. Everything is absolutely every motion. This is why card magic can be quite challenging, you know. Every motion is extremely important, and at the end of all the practice sessions you have to turn it into a very natural and loose and casual overall handling, and especially at the point where you need to maneuver it, where you need to have it down. You need to be cool and casual as fuck. You can't be like being nervous about it all the time, and then when you come to this point you're like, now I do it, and if you have this body tension, like, then you're done, then it's over. So this is a little bit mean about sophisticated or advanced card magic. And this is whenever magicians see other magicians do these difficult tasks, like with ease, you know, this is where everybody goes like, oh my god. It's pretty impressive, and this is really the sad part of our art form. Laymen, for them it doesn't matter if you use a gimmick or if you, however it does, for them they don't care if you use the simplest method. And you can be sure of that magicians who use a wide range of effects, they are doing the simplest of methods for them most of the times, if possible. So what I'm doing here right now, this is just a personal challenge. This is something that this is what I'm practicing this throughout all these live streams here. This is now weeks, if not months of practice in progress, and this is if you think in terms of efficiency, like just a waste of time. But I just want it. It's my decision, you know.
La mer et le ciel vont bientôt s'en aller.
Are you kidding me? This is such a great beat and such a beautiful voice. Are you kidding me? Listen to this.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the voice I was referring to. What the hell? That's very nice. I love this very much. So we just one more minute, and then we are in it for just another half an hour, 2.5 hours. We're doing this then. You guys get some condition, I gotta tell you this. That's crazy on a Wednesday night here in the Berlin. So Ivan, good night. Thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Keep it up, mate. In Russia, where Ivan is tuning in from, he's got half past midnight, and he is going to bed now. He's going to hit the bed now. And tomorrow in Russia, they're celebrating Victory Day, winning Second World War. But how? Upstate Bear, nice meeting you. Have a beautiful night, take care, or a beautiful day probably. See you around next time. I'm going live again next Tuesday at the same time. Right. And feel free, or I'd love to welcome you as a new subscriber to my channel if you're new to the show. I think so. And if you hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button, you will be notified. You can be sure to be notified. Hopefully that's still true. Whenever I upload again. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you around next time. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I just keep on practicing it a little bit here, and why not keeping the stream alive forever. Let's see what's going to happen. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Ah, man. I'm going to handle this, man. I'm going to handle this. Watch me handle this. Yeah, what? A little bit more. Let me talk about this push through thing. It was like this. Let's give this a little bit of a notion here. If I can do this properly. The motion is too big yet, still. I mean, but I mean, I just looked into this yesterday, so.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
We are tonight's entertainment.
Insane. The music is insane. It's so much fun to practice to this. Hiya, Max Tucker. What's up, mate? How you doing? We're in here for almost 3 hours. We're 2 hours and 37 minutes. So I'm a little shy right now, a little exhausted, but nonetheless, I'm still practicing like a madman here. Different techniques. What's up to you? What's up with you? Are you into cards, Max? Where are you tuning in from? You love my tutorials, that's great, that's great. So you're into card magic, learning cards, that's cool. I'm fine. I was having a crazy week. I was in a bad mood all week. I was just calming down a little bit. I already had a rant here on YouTube, a rant on the world in general, on frauds. we were getting deep. We were getting deep here, really. But then also I talked about, of course, because thumbnail ruled about Roy wrote the card magic. Gave a little introduction here in a beautiful book. Look at my version here; it's completely wasted already. Went through the main topics and teased a little walkthrough I'm going to do on my channel here in this live format, just chapter by chapter, looking at the different techniques and so on and so on. And you're welcome to join the party. Make sure to hit subscribe and notification bell, not to miss what's coming up. Yeah, coin magic is super awesome. I love coin magic very much too, but I'm more into cards, I must say. Next week on Tuesday, we're going to do this on Tuesday, same time, a little bit earlier than now. I will take a look at Bobo's Modern Coin Magic, and I actually want to get into studying a trick here with this book. So it might be of interest for you. Yeah, I've been doing these live streams for quite a while now. By the way, you find in the info cards, you find all the streams I did so far if you're interested. And of course, there are all these tutorial series on my channel, and you will find them on my main page on YouTube. That's right. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, big plug, the one and only. Dunya Azizi. Guys, welcome to the show. I've been doing coin magic for a year and card magic for about 3 years and love to support fellow magicians. Yeah. So well then, welcome to the show, guys. So you bring fresh wind here into the chat and everything, because I just had a great session already, and some folks are already left the table. So welcome to the card table. What's up with you guys? Are you having a deck of cards at your hands? Are you practicing something, or did you come accidentally here? Did this live stream have been in your feed, or what's up? How do you come? When do you stream? I've been doing I do stream right now, and usually I do stream every Tuesday at starting at 8 p.m. UTC +2. So this is Berlin time, German summertime. When do you stream? And today is an exception, but I just gave it to try to do it on Wednesday. Maybe I would stream more often in the future. Maybe also doing it in the morning. From at my end, because there's a lot of folks from the States watching, from California, so from the West Coast. Yeah, West Coast. That's right, West Coast. And there's like a 9-hour time gap. You know, that's crazy. And guys, by the way, when you tune in here, giving a shout out here. I hope I'm not going down with this, but this is such an amazing tune here. We're listening to all the time. We're listening today already to Tour de Manège. Tour de Manège. Go to YouTube. Give them if you like to listen to some really cool laid back trip hop, dip hop, doobity dop hop, or whatever it is. It's absolutely amazing. Really great stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm listening to all the time, practicing, because I needed it today, and I hope I'm gonna be all right. I hope I don't get any copyright strikes. Would be a shame, wouldn't it? It's just so great. It's just such great music. Yeah, 1:43 p.m. West Coast time right now. There, Cavalet, still with us, Cavalet. That's great. That's great. So, Dunay Azizi learned the pass with the legendary OTHMARIUS Magic tutorial on the pass, right? The pass. There you go. Yeah, we can learn from this angle. There's the dribble pass. That is what I would use. Because I'm always saying this, you have this table situation. There's the table. I'm sitting pretty low here with my ass on the table. So I can't really go down with my angles. This is the table situation. It's a very different situation. So a pass is not really the weapon of your choice here. But you can do a variation of the turnover pass. I didn't practice this now all the time. Also this one, you would use a little bit of misdirection, but it would probably be performed like this, right? Where you go like this. Right. But it was a long time ago. So this needs to be much more fluent, and I just would go like this at the point, of course, yes, at the point where I come in. I don't know why I'm where it is like this. And I would love, I would wanted it to be in one casual motion, like doing it like this. I would need to practice this much more, like to get it into this casual motion. To actually just from here, so this is what I wanted to have it. I show the card, and now I'm not performing. Now I'm performing the move. Here I'm doing this very casually, up and boom, placing it on the table, and then I have on the table, of course, on top of the deck, of course, oh no, it's not the ace. And so I place it on the table, and I make a little magic wavy, and then there is the ace. That's right. Of course, this is just an illusion because on the table is the 8, right? Right. Can you choose some advanced card tricks? Yes, of course, but not now. Now, because now I'm practicing advanced card things. Yes? Like the ribbon spread. Very advanced. So I'm just practicing this one. Like this. Going in here. Bring it forward like this. We're getting somewhere here. Yeah. How was this idea? Where's this idea going? Let me check this out. So I'm here. And where can you see it? Here? Sitting on a table, that's annoying, man. It's annoying. I'm a stand-up guy. I like to stand up for what I'm doing. Anyways, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I was practicing something else. I forgot what did I practice, man? What did I practice? What was I practicing? I just can't remember. I love this one. It's great. So, well, Max Tucker, a good thing to see for beginners are the expert at the card table. Another brilliant book. Yeah, but it's not so much for beginners, is it? Let me put it like this, Dunaya Azizi, I wasted 30 years of my life. If you know what I mean. And now I'm breaking my balls over the up to the ladder. And here's always this moment now, after pretty much 2 hours, 45 minutes chatting with you guys, interacting, practicing, comes really a wave of tiredness, a wave of, you know. And now I know if I divert jokes. That's right, guys. Kids, you know what I'm talking about. You know, this is like nerdy level, next level here. Congratulations. What was I saying? Yeah, exhaustion. You know. And now this is one of these things when you practice, like if you push it, if you push it there, right there, you know, there's where you break through, where you get your breakthroughs, where you go through the wall, you know, where you, I don't know, become next level. This is where you enter next level. But right now I don't feel. I'm just happy I did it so far. I was so close to not streaming at all, because I was just like I wasn't in the mood. I don't know. Wow. Going back to the bodybuilding, going back to the bodybuilding. I know, guys, okay, the fingers are crazy, like little webby spiders, like spidey spiders, but that's okay, because it's just bodybuilding here at this point. It's not about timing of the hands, it is practice of the fingers. It's not good, it's absolutely crazy now. Pushing these fingers to obey my will, yeah? Before they do what I want to do, and then I just go to the fine-tuning, right? Please. This is all work in progress, and all I'm saying is like completely free, okay? No script, no whatever, you know? It's just what's just going through there. So I hope you guys are not going to nail me to the cross, you know? Or just, you know, take it too seriously or whatever, you know? Please. Okay? David Yoshi, hi! Welcome back to the show. What's going on, mate? Today it's Wednesday. We're not doing this on a Tuesday today, on a Wednesday today. And I'm all already for almost 3 hours. Oh man, kid, I can't do no cardistry. I can't do no cardistry. The Sybil. If I do this, I will lose all my reputation. And that was the word I was looking for 2 hours ago or something. Reputation. Man, let me try this one here, because that I haven't done for a long time. Where are we at? We're here, right? So we are here. We have a card. We're showing a card. It is the 9 of diamonds, ladies and gentlemen. And the 9 of diamonds stays where it is, right there, placing all the other cards on top of it. And now I'm gonna show you the top card of the deck, and that is the Queen of Diamonds. Now that is easy peasy. It's the same color. It's the same suit value. So I just focus a little bit here after all this, and then I will just make the magic happen. Check it out. Look at this very slowly, and then the Queen changes into the 9 of diamonds, because it was the Queen of Diamonds. And this is because the 9 is super ambitious. When I place the 9 right there in the center of the pack, in front of everybody's eyes, just like that, there comes the 9 jumping back to the top of the deck. And that is what I'm talking about, right? And if I do this now, and if I do now the Sybil cut, all my reputation is going to be lost. We're talking about this one, right? This stuff here, this cardistry stuff. That's the best I can do. All right, watch out, Chris Ramsey. I'm coming. I'm after you. Davish Yoshi, I'm practicing with cards I got from your giveaway. Thanks a lot, man. That's amazing. That's so cool. Probably next giveaway is going to be extremely random, because at the beginning of the year the algorithm was like, it was just pushing me, and really in 1 month, in January, and the prognosis were 10k subscribers in the middle of December, and then after January was ended, they changed the algorithm again. It's like it feels like having so bad luck on YouTube. And then the algorithm changed again, and now I'm on a losing path again. So if I look at the Social Blade prognosis, yeah, I will hit 10k in. Wait, where are the future projections? I will hit 10k in where is that? Where is it? In 1 year and 10 months, and that's 1 year and 4 months too much. I wanted to do the next subscriber special by the end of the year with 10k big celebration, saying, yeah, finally something's happening. And now this it feels like running this channel feels like, you know, riding a decent middle class car with the brakes on all the time, and I don't know why. And then the YouTube experts, they go like, well, did you all the things we say you should do? You did? Well, maybe your content sucks. And I agree on disagreeing with that on that one, you know. I believe the YouTube experts, they are operating in an easy genre. Because everybody wants to be successful, right? So this is where you get to dig in, and it's like 10 tips how you be successful. No, I'm just mad now. That's not fair. They're doing a great job, and they're facing the same challenges. They're facing the same challenges, you know. It's just not. Sometimes it just feels unfair, you know. It's like in the Bible, you know. It's like there's some who get it all, and the others, they just, you know, they're building the pyramids. Oh, Jesus. I don't know.
J'apprécierais que vous me regardiez quand je vous parle.
J'aime pas.
Yeah, Davish Yoshi thinks that's funny. All of this is just a joke to you, is it? It's just a joke. That's not a joke, it's my dreams! By the way, I could never be a vampire, you know. I could never be a vampire. My drink, look at this. I just thought, and this is how my brain is so. My brain is so damaged. It is actually because when my mother was pregnant with me, and she didn't know about it. Quite some time, I don't know. Because I was hiding. And then she gotten some X-rays, some, you know, checked her, and those X-rays, they completely hit my head. They just roasted me, you know, with X-rays when I was a little baby, and I came out completely stoned, completely, like, so stoned from the very beginning. And since that, I have to deal with this brain that just makes up crazy shit all the time, and I just can't handle it anymore. And the older I get, the more confusing it is. It's like, what is real and what is not. And for example, now I was drinking this, and I was thinking, I'm drinking like this, some kind of, this is innocent, Okay, this is what stage of capitalism is that? Okay, this is innocent with a fruit with some holy thing on it. What's called Heiligenschein? Let me check this. I need to learn the word now. This is a word. What is it? Heiligenschein. Hallo, Orello, Gloriolo, Aura, Glory, Hallo, with a halo, okay? A fruit, a vegetable with a halo, and the drink is called innocent. Okay, what stage of fucking capitalism is that? I drink that right now. Because I hate myself. I saw it in the supermarket and I say, just, you know, how can you fall for this marketing? And I said, I buy it now just because I hate myself so much. And now I was drinking this and I was thinking I can never be vampire, okay? Because if that was blood, I would be like totally disgusted. I would like, oh my god, that's disgusting. Yeah, that's me. And so I drink something innocent, and I think it's blood. How crazy is that? I'm losing my shit again here, everybody. I'm telling you. This is I'm going places with this if I keep it up like that. Like one night with OTHMARIUS and all ad blockers and all not ad blockers, all censors out. Take all the censors out of there, and it's gonna be a fun night. Innocent. Okay. How many? 6 people. The 6 people witnessed that. It's okay, guys. Come on, get over it. Get real. Are you practicing? Everybody's practicing here. Almost 3 hours. Just not 30 seconds, and we're doing this for 3 hours. Halo, right? Thank you, Kabalet. Halo. In German, zu Deutsch, Heiligenschein. And it's a beautiful German word because you can translate it as the silhouette of a holy person. And if you turn it around, so it's Heiligenschein, it's the holy silhouette. And if you turn it around, if you say silhouette holy in German, it means somebody who pretends to be a good person, but actually is a dick. That would be scheinheilig. German is actually it's a very funny language. It's because that's why Germans are so humorless. They have no humor at all because the language is so funny, right? So all the humor is in the language. They outsource it completely. If you just look at the language, you would go like with the hieroglyphs today. If you just look at the language, you would go like, well, these people must have been amazing. So funny. Everything is so obsessively precise. That's funny. They must have had a great humor, you know. No, not so much. They completely outsourced it. I can rant on my fellow Germans like on no other folks ever. Like. No, I'm not funny at all, man. I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't even try. I wouldn't even try. You know, I'm the exception of the rule, okay? And here we go again, you know? We are overheating again. Overheat alert. This is freaking overheat alert. I gotta turn the camera off. We gotta do this again. Jesus, this is insane. Yeah. Here's the thing. Let me tell you a funny story. Let me tell you this. I've got a really sick humor, you know. For me, it's like kind of, you know, it's just humor is meant to overcome pain or something like this. This is a weird idea I got about humor, you know. It's like humor addresses the things that are terrible in the world, actually, and they point at something that needs to be addressed, but it's so painful to do that people like to look away from it, actually. But humor does that. It just points at it, but makes it in a way so that people can laugh about it, so that they can handle the emotion that comes with it. And I'm doing this naturally, and it comes with me all the time. So I'm grumpy, as I'm saying this all the time, the whole week. It's Monday. And, yeah. The dog, there's a dog in the corner store of my flat, and the dog would bark at me, would really hate me for, I don't know, the longest time, for, I know, years, 10 years or something. And today I was in this grumpy mood, and the dog came to me and was like kind of super friendly and wanted to, you know, do this pet thing dogs do. And I was like, yeah, you could read it in two manners. You could say like, look, the universe isn't all that bad. I'm in a really shitty mood, and this dog like is nice to me. And here's what I'm doing, what I'm saying to myself. I'm saying like, I've reached the level of being fucked up about the world that even the grumpy dog like says like, is like, hey dude, this is my brother, man. Let's join together and bark at the world all the time. I thought it was seriously funny to think that, to take a situation like that, and I just started laughing about it. Yeah, it's just a little story in between, man. Happened to me today, true story. Wasn't probably not that funny telling it, but I had a great time about myself. You cut? You cut? So now I was ranting about Germans, and now other people have walked away. But we're back on 5. We're back on 5 folks watching right now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, you know what, guys? I think we had a great time. I'm exhausted, and I just can't, when I think about it, I just can't go into another practice round for myself. I need to take it easy. It was a crazy stream, but I enjoyed it somehow, weirdly. And I was pretty satisfied with the practice rounds I went into. I hope you also had a great session, a great time, enjoyed this very much. We are going back live on air next Tuesday, pretty much same time, and then we are going to take a look at this book, and we're going into a very nice trick here in this book. And the idea is just like to generally, you know, going into how to go into a trick and how to learn a more complex, or how to study a more complex, already built up, designed routine. And that's that. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know the drill. Keep it up. Keep a positive attitude. Keep on practicing well. My name is OTHMARIUS, and this is just what I do. You be sure now, more magical stuff is going to be uploaded very soon. Until then. Until coming Tuesday. OTHMARIUS Magic.